Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joyce and I'm so happy to meet you. As you can see by the title, in today's video I'm going to talk about 22 things I learned at 22. Let's hop right into it. My first failure was failing my advanced level, and this was a very sad moment for me at that time. Now that I look back, I learned so much from that failure, guys. At that time, I thought that was the end. I thought I had failed my parents. I thought I committed a crime. But guys, I feel like failure matured me and made me realize a lot of mistakes that I made. So even when you are going through failure and you feel like it's the end of everything, from my experience, failure sometimes is the beginning of something great. I feel like this is tied to the first lesson. Sometimes God is just trying to teach us something until we understand that there is something we are not doing right, and until we fix that thing, the situation is going to repeat itself. When I finally passed my advanced level, I just followed the crowd, and to be honest, I didn't even know what I want to do. I never took time to think about it. Today, I can guarantee you that it's a waste of time if you go to college without knowing what you really want to do. Most of the time, we think that God doesn't want us to have good things. We think that God is holding back our blessings from us, but that's not really it. Before God gives you a blessing, He wants to make sure that He can trust you with that blessing. So God doesn't instantly give us what we prayed for because He wants to make sure He can trust us with that thing. And to make sure He can trust you with that thing, you have to go through a process. God has to test you. What I've learned is that if I ask God for something and He doesn't give it to me, I will just understand that I'm not capable of handling that blessing yet. And if I understand that, I'll just keep working on myself, working to be that person that God can trust, working on my behaviors, working on my character. Ask God to do the work in you so that you can be the person He wants to trust with the blessing, and He can actually give you that blessing. This is coming from a very shy person. Do not let fear stop you from shining. It will stop you from living a happy life. It will stop you from being yourself. I used to be that person. When I got to university, I just understood that fear is going to stop me from shining, and what I had to do was to face that fear. I remember in college there were a lot of activities, stuff where you have to stand and speak in front of people. I was just thinking to myself, do I really want to continue to be that fearful person and just stay in my little comfort zone, just look at others shining? So I had to face my fears. What you don't know is that when you actually face your fears, you might even be surprised that you are actually so good at many things. You might even be surprised that those things were not so hard to do. And that's what I realized, because I remember I had to do a speech, guys. I had to do a speech in front of all the school administration and all the students of the school, guys. It wasn't only in front of my classmates. It was in front of all the students of the school. But I had to pray and say, Father, I'm going to make this speech and I just need you. And guys, I was shocked by my own performance. Like, I was shocked by my own video because my friends recorded me and everything. And even while I was speaking, I was realizing, wow, am I really doing this? Like, I was doing the speech and was surprised at the same time. In my heart, I was like, am I really doing this? Like, I thought being the shy girl was something good, but when I did that speech, guys, people started respecting me. Like, the way people saw me, I got so many compliments from the school. Even students that didn't even talk to me, they came to me and were like, wow, your speech was really, really amazing. And I was so glad, guys. I felt so relieved. I felt so happy. I was so happy that I was finally able to face my fears. And guys, that's just the best feeling ever. So you better face that fear today. Do not let fear stop you from shining, because you are made to shine. You are created to shine. God says that we are the light of the world. And what does light do? Light shines. Yes, that's the work of light, is to shine. Whatever your parents are sponsoring for you, please make them proud. Sometimes it looks like nothing, it looks like it's a normal parent's duty, but they actually make a lot of effort. Honor them, make them proud. If it is concerning school, do your best. If it is concerning a project, do your best to succeed in that project. I think the whole point of this lesson is just to make our parents proud. We just need to make our parents proud. I've realized that nothing makes me more happy than seeing my parents proud of me, than making my own parents happy. It doesn't mean that we are not going to make mistakes, that we are not going to make our parents disappointed sometimes. It can happen, of course. We are all humans, but the lesson is really to try our best. As a whole human being, you need to have some principles, some boundaries, some standards, and you need to stick to those principles. If you have no life principle, I feel like people are going to treat you anyhow. So it's so important to have principles and to stick to those principles no matter what. Do not listen to all the lazy people telling you, no, you don't have to work hard and everything. I'm not saying that you have to exhaust yourself. I'm not saying that you have to leave to work. But while you leave, you have to work hard, especially as a young adult. You need to work hard today for what you are going to enjoy tomorrow. Tu mangeras à la sueur de ton front. This is in French, but this is what the Bible says. So work hard, because hard work pays off. This doesn't mean that you should be shy and not talk to people and just close up. You will find peace in living a quiet life. Giving your life to Jesus is the best thing you would ever do. Just trust me, guys. Now just leave it there. I just leave it there. You are going to get something from it. Like, no matter who you are, no matter what you believe in, if you read the Bible, you are going to get something so lively from it. And that's what I learned. The way we forgive sometimes is not true. What I usually do is that I sit back, and even though this might wake up anger and some negative feelings, just really think about the person in your mind and truly decide with your heart to forgive the person. I feel like we all know this one, but sometimes we still make the mistake and then we regret it. So once again, do not let people know what you're up to. Just don't. Wait for the thing to happen and they will know what you were up to. There is peace that comes with just leaving everything in the hands of God. And since I learned that, I just pray about everything. Whatever is bothering me, it's a little thing, pray about it. It's a big thing, pray about it. Give it to God and leave it in the hands of God. Do not say yes to someone or to a proposition if you didn't have time to think about it or to bring that thing to God first. There is this French quote that says, La nuit porte conseil. This is simply to say that you need to sit down and really think about it, because this will save you from saying yes to things and regretting it the next second or the next month or the next year. I used to hear a lot of people say, no, we get together, then we get to know each other. This is not how it works. Get to know the person first. You might notice certain things that you wouldn't have noticed if you had just jumped into the relationship. It doesn't work the opposite way. You don't owe nobody an apology for having standards. Keep your standards where they are. Do not even move them an inch. Standards will help you see the fake people. They're going to expose the people coming towards you without the people even knowing they're getting exposed. Either you accept it or you leave. And do not lower your standards for no reason, and that's just what I said. And I'm not telling you to have unrealistic standards or to be too hard, but whatever standard you have, do not move them for anybody. I have to learn that compromising is not the way to go, because compromising for a person doesn't mean they're going to stay. When I even look back, I'm just like, why did I lower my standards or compromise? It's not worth it. I feel like when God tells us something, it's for a reason. When God says do not do this, it is because it is going to have consequences. I once was in an unequally yoked relationship, and no, just no. I learned to choose God over myself and anybody else. The reward of pleasing God is so much bigger than the reward for pleasing ourselves or pleasing people. If that relationship is over, it is over. Learn to move on. Do not keep looking at the past. Do not keep entertaining the past. This just reminds me of Lot's wife in the Bible. She looked back and she turned into a pillar of salt. The way I understood that passage in the Bible is that sometimes the things of the past should stay in the past, and we have to look forward. We have to move on, and we have to stop entertaining the past. So if that relationship is over, do not let them back. True love doesn't fail. If it fails, it wasn't true love. Trust God, because God removes certain things in our life to replace them with bigger things. So move on. Don't let them come back, because they will text you back and they will try to come back. Just move forward. I hope you were able to get something from my 22 lessons, and thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.